Hello and welcome back to the quest for pace. Today a quick review of the Hoka Mach 4 shoe. I bought this shoe about a year ago and since then I ran 1000 kilometers in this shoe. So the shoe has reached the end of its lifetime and I feel it is the perfect moment to give this shoe a thorough review and to wish this shoe farewell. I use this shoe for easy runs, for long runs, for park runs. Basically, I used this shoe for every type of run, and so this shoe became the backbone of my marathon training. In particular, I used this shoe for long runs because it is fantastic. It is really fantastic for long runs, but it's also amazing for quick and fast runs, hence I used it for park runs. For easy runs, the shoe is also very good. But personally, I often find myself running way too fast when I wear the Hoka Mach 4 shoe because it is really inspiring you to run fast, and this contradicts a little bit the idea of an easy run. So yeah, I did not use it so many times for easy runs. Instead, I just used it, as I said, for long runs. And yeah, so this shoe got in some mileage quickly. I love this shoe. I really love this shoe, and yeah, as said, it really became the backbone of my marathon training. Let's take a closer look at the shoe. Let's start with the outsole. As you can see, the outsole has not like other running shoes hard rubber outsole. Instead, it consists of this rather firm foam. And yeah, this forms the outsole. It gets easily used up, so as you can see here, especially here in the middle, there's not much left of the profile of the shoe after 1000 kilometers. This is not a surprise. I was really surprised that I got this shoe so far. So yeah, you can even take a Hoka Mach 4 shoe beyond the 1000 kilometers. But then it really starts to reach the end of its lifetime, which is really sad. But on the other hand, it did an amazing job. It did a perfect job, and so I'm very happy. Yeah, the outsole is the only thing that is not that durable, but I said 1000 kilometers. It still provides amazing grip. So I never had any issues with this shoe when I was running in the wet conditions. I never had issues when I was running in the dry conditions. When I was running on some paved paths, when I was running on some gravel paths, this shoe performed really well. The midsole is rather soft, so there's a good cushioning effect when you run, and there's even some kind of, I don't know, trampoline effect or something like this with this segment down here. So the harder outsole has a hole, as you can see here, and so when you land with your feet, especially when you do some heel strike, or even as I do as a midfoot striker, I noticed that okay, this shoe provides a good cushioning effect, especially for your heel, and on the other hand, this also propels you forward. So this shoe wants you to get back on your toes, and this is done by this in an amazing way. So I really enjoyed this. It's always a very comfortable ride. It's a fantastic ride. I really enjoy this shoe. I really enjoy the combination of this rather firm outsole and the very soft midsole. So this is really a great combination. This shoe is fast. This shoe is really fast, as just said at the start of the review. When I used it for easy runs, I often found myself running way too fast, so I had to step away from using this shoe for easy runs because yeah, I wanted to take it easy and not run too fast and exhaust myself. Instead, I wanted to recover a little bit from the long runs. Yeah, for long runs, this shoe is fantastic. I never had any issues going for the long distance. I ran with this shoe for more than 32 kilometers, I guess even. And I never had any issues doing those long runs in this shoe, so the shoe is just amazing. The shoe is really fantastic. It's very soft, and even after those long runs, I did not feel that tired. So the shoe is really amazing. It really protects your feet, and it is super light. This shoe is fantastic. It's just so light, so that's why I guess I used it and enjoyed it so much during long runs. It's amazing. It's really great. The midsole, as I said, super soft and provides good cushioning effect, so this also protects your feet very well. I can't complain. I can't really complain about the construction of this shoe. The upper is really breathable, so even during the hot summer days I never really had some issues with that shoe. I never had hot feet, sweaty feet, anything like that. The upper is really breathable, really well constructed, and yeah, even the entire lacing system is really great. It really provides you with a good opportunity to get a very good look in the shoe, so you can really secure your foot pretty well. The tongue is pretty standard, I would say, but it's cushioned enough that you don't feel the laces on the upper part of your foot. This is fantastic. This is really great. The heel counter is quite nicely formed. It provides a good support for your heel and also a good support for your Achilles heel and for your tendons. So this is great. The support on the shoe is really fantastic. The support on the shoe is great, and yeah, it is amazing. It's really amazing, this shoe. I can't really find a thing I don't like about this shoe. Well, the only thing that might put a few people off is the lack of a really hard rubber outsole. So as you can see here, the outsole gets used up pretty quickly. Back here where all the dirt is, you can see how the outsole was looking before. So there were even some minor dents in the outsole, but the part where I was mostly using to propel myself forward, it's completely used up, so there's nothing much left of the profile. But that's okay. This is okay. I still managed to run 1000 kilometers in this shoe, so I got out a decent distance out of this shoe, and this is fantastic. Also, I said, for running at a faster pace, this shoe is amazing. This shoe, especially with this trampoline situation back there, it wants you to run fast. It just propels you forward, wants you to get back on your toes, and so that you can run at a high cadence and so on. I used it for park runs with great success, so I even ran some sub 19-minute park runs in this shoe, which is really a great time for me at the time of recording. In the next year I really like to improve my park run times, my 5K times, so I really like to go on another quest for pace, this time really quest for pace. There I want to improve my pace, and all of this, of course, to also improve my overall pace for maybe the next marathon I like to tackle. But there will be a dedicated video about my goals for the next year. Yeah, I used it for fast runs. The shoe performed so well during those fast runs, and I just started to love the shoe. It is fantastic, it is really great. Since I bought the shoe, Hoka released the Mach 5. So there is the next shoe of the Mach generation out there. I was really interested in getting this shoe, but as you can see, the shoe is really dirty, and this happened mostly over the course of the last few months because fall happened and now we are in winter. During fall and winter, my region basically turns into a swamp, and since Hoka has so fantastic colorways, so bright colorways, I really love the style of their shoes. It would have been heartbreaking to me to buy the Hoka 5 shoe, and then after the first run it would not look amazing, not bright anymore. Instead it would look like this, so pretty dirty. And in this case, yeah, I can't really say so much about the Hoka Mach 5 shoe, but what I heard from other people who ran in the shoe, it is even better than the Mach 4 shoe, and if this is true, then I can fully recommend even going for the Mach 5. If you are lucky enough and you can get your hands on a Mach 4 edition, then go for it, really go for it. This shoe is so fantastic, this shoe is really amazing. I'm really sad that it reached the end of its lifetime and that I have to say farewell for this shoe. It's really, really great. So I can't really come up with some disadvantages of the shoe. I mean, in here you can see the inner part, the cushioning, the fabric got a hole there. But I mean, this happened after running in the shoe for 1,000 kilometers, so yeah, it's not a surprise that there's some wear and tear in the shoe, but overall this shoe performed so well, and yeah, I just love the shoe. It has become my favorite daily running shoe of the year 2022, and I can fully recommend going for the Mach 4, and based on the reviews, I think I can even recommend going for the Mach 5. As just said, I haven't tried it personally, but I like to do so next year when it gets a little bit more dry outdoors again. Maybe I even have to skip the Mach 5 and go for the Mach 6 right away, depending on what Hoka does. But yeah, I'm really looking forward to the Mach 5 because it will be an amazing time. I will now clean this shoe, I guess. I mean, as you can see, it's really dirty. You can see the 1,000 kilometers on this shoe, and put it away because I like to pull it out again when I got the Mach 5 and when I can just show the generations of this shoe. It's amazing, it's really great. And yeah, with that we are at the end of this shoe review. I can just say it is fantastic, it's great for any kind of running. And oh, one last thing, this shoe has no carbon fiber in it, so there's no, as Adidas does, carbon rods in it, there's no carbon plate in the shoe, there's nothing. This shoe is just basically a standard running shoe, so no carbon plated shoe, and it performs so well. As just said, you can run really quick times in this shoe even without a carbon plate, and so this speaks for itself. It's really fantastic, and this also provided me with so much confidence during the long runs, because I prefer to use non-carbon plated shoes for most of the long runs to yeah, get a good training effect. And when I then transition to a carbon plated shoe, as I did with the Adidas Adizero Adios Pro 3 shoe I used for the sub 3 hour marathon run, then I knew, okay, I can even run faster when I get for real racing shoes. So this is also a little bit of a confidence builder, and yeah, I think with that I like to thank you for watching. I like to thank you, Hoka Mach 4 shoe, for the great last 12 months, for the great 1,000 kilometers we spent together. It was an amazing time. And yeah, if you get the chance to pick up either the Mach 4 or maybe the Mach 5, then you won't regret it. You will definitely not regret it. The only thing I can guarantee you is that you will use up the outsole rather quickly. So keep this in mind. Don't be surprised, don't be shocked when you take a look at your new shoe and you start to use up the outsole pretty quickly. That's normal. The shoe still lasts a very long time and does an amazing job even if you take it to 1,000 kilometers. Yeah, that's it. That's it for now. I hope you enjoyed this review, and I hope you will be joining me in the next episode of the Quest for Pace. Until then, and as always, stay motivated, stay running. See you!